How's it if I'm rolling at like 40, 50 and I punch it, how is it? Hey guys, it's Tom from Velocity here. Welcome back to the showroom. What is with me here today is a really special truck. We build about 150 vehicles a year, typically. Standard vehicles, and I say standard, they're all highly spec'd Restomods. But about 4 or 5 times a year, we also build custom cars. And these are cars or trucks that we don't normally offer as part of our Signature Series line. This vehicle is a Chevy K10. What's really cool about this truck is actually it's almost the ultimate sleeper. The customer wanted to build something that looked very original, but drove very differently to original. So the standard exterior looks pretty reasonable, you know, it looks pretty normal. But underneath, and as we get into the chassis, as we get under the hood, you're going to see lots of things that are very, very different. And it's actually one of the first third generation CK series we've done. The third generation at the time brought with it some changes. It brought in the quad or the dual headlights, dual on either side, quadruple all around. It changed the fender design and in fact a lot of the body shape, of course, as we've touched on. And it also introduced changeable on the fly 4-wheel drive up to about 25 miles an hour. So lots of changes at the time, not only the look that made this generation of Chevy truck quite iconic. Let's then talk about the aesthetics on this vehicle, seeing as we're talking about looks. Obviously, the vehicle has been finished in an amazing black paint. It's a flat or a gloss black paint. It isn't a metallic. But what's also absolutely unbelievable about this truck, because it's one of our very few custom builds, is actually that there's zero warping of any panel anywhere at all. I mean, the lines are perfect. They are perfect. The reflection I'm seeing of myself is not like, you know, it's just completely flat on. It's brilliant. So paintwork on this, black, finished in a gloss, absolutely amazing paint job, amazing bodywork by the guys just to get to this level of quality. Bullet hole wheels, you've got big front chrome bumper, chrome for the side mirrors, they're OEM, and that really is about it. There's not too much special on this truck, not from an aesthetic perspective anyway. Again, the customer wanted it to be a sleeper. They wanted it to look very original, very OEM, and that's what it does. It looks really, really nice. Doesn't look too flashy. And if you didn't know any different, you wouldn't know how special this truck is. And we'll come on to that just here in a sec. One final thing on the exterior that I should note, which is custom, is this little bit of personalization. I don't think it's private knowledge. I think it's public knowledge that this vehicle is being built for Mr. Hayden Schneider, who's a really great customer of ours, as is his wife. She's got a Bronco from us. And so what Hayden wanted to do is incorporate some of that personalization in the truck. So the standard K series badging has been changed. This custom, obviously inspired by the original design, but custom badging on the fenders, which is really, really cool, including the Velocity Flying V there too. Really, really nice little customization. Come around the side of the truck then, and you going to notice it just continues to be really OEM, but with a couple of little extra things to note. For the tailgate, you've got the chrome trim piece that's gone in all the way, and this big rear bumper, really, really aggressive looking bumper on the back, full step bumper, but really, really nice. I'll drop the bed for you, but honestly, again, it's just been kept very much stock. Bed line inside at the back. Nothing crazy, just a really clean finish. Let's take a quick look at the interior. So it does have a completely new interior, this truck, but it does look incredibly OEM. Black leather, new Dakota gauges, upgraded Focal speakers, brand new vintage air AC system, and a factory GM 4x4 controller. We've also got a little custom badge on the dash as well. So what makes it a sleeper? What are the upgrades? Let's start by talking about the underneath. Of course, it's a Velocity build, and that means it's got a Roadster Shop chassis underneath it, but not just any RS chassis. This vehicle features full IFS. So it's a IFS Legends Roadster Shop chassis. Absolutely incredible piece of technology. A lot of engineering that's gone into this. Let's talk through it. It's a 2x6 laser rail frame design with an integrated cross member. That's really cool. Full IFS, of course, with GM front diff and axle shafts. We've got Fox 2.5 factory series. They're adjustable front coilovers. And then in the back, we've got custom Diva rear leaf springs, again with a Fox 2.0 shock on there. There's a sway bar, of course, at the front, a full tubular sway bar, as well as rack and pinion power steering. For brakes, all round, of course, there are disc brakes, but they are not an aftermarket disc brake. They are GM factory Silverado disc brakes, 13 inches in the front, 12 inches in the rear. Stainless brake line package all the way around. So the long and short of it is, this is a bulletproof package by GM that you can comfortably drive every day for over 250,000 miles, no problem. Let's talk about drivetrain rather than just the chassis itself. Normally for Chevy product, we use LT1. If you watch our normal videos, if you follow along with what we do, this is not an LT1, this is an LT4. The long and short of it is, it's basically a supercharged engine producing 650 plus horsepower. And what does that mean in comparison to a modern truck, where you're really getting into that Ram TRX, Raptor-ish territory when you do the LT4? Just lots more power, more torque, way more off-the-line speed, way more top-end speed, just all round, everything goes up. And these LT4s are really, really impressive machines. We've used them a couple of times in application, but never in a square body like this. And they're fantastic. They're really, really good stuff. This setup also meets all of the modern emission standards, which is really cool. And it's coupled to an 8-speed automatic, the 8L90, which is a very, very good, very solid automatic transmission, purpose built to handle this extra power. So it can take the extra power of the LT4, no problem. You'll notice that the engine bay in standard velocity fashion looks incredibly OEM. It looks like the LT4 was meant to be there. Of course, it never was. Lots of the fittings and fixtures and the way the guys are wired and plumb things in is designed just to make everything look very neat and tidy. And I think you would agree, especially with the space that you have in the K series engine bay here. Really, the guy's done a fantastic job of just keeping it looking very stock, other than, of course, that LT4. If you know what you're looking at, you notice it straight away. Really, really nice. Underside, as always, of the hood has been painted. The rest of it's been powder coated. The engine bay just gives it a super clean finish. Overall, really nice. What does this combined with the gearbox, combined with the suspension setup and the chassis do? It makes me smile like this. Listen to that chirp. It just wants to go. Just says, gimme. Oh my goodness me. What a machine this is. And it keeps going. That was far too fast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh Lord. Now we've got some dirt. Adventure time. Just very confident in going into the corners in this thing. Brakes are immediately there. They're responsive. They're progressive. They don't bite. Power is there, obviously. Oh, and it's smooth to put the power down as well. Feels very much in control. A normal, original truck like this, even if you put loads of money into it and made it look brilliant, you would still have the concern about driving, you know, a 45-year-old truck. And I just don't have any concerns at all. This is about how these trucks make you feel. This is why you spend the money doing it. It's about emotion. And I've spent half the time laughing and giggling like a kid. Let's just say I'm very jealous. Mr. Schneider, I'm very jealous. It's a really special truck. Really special truck. And the guys, in combination with some of our partners, have just put every ounce of effort that they have into making this thing wonderful. And in truth, it is a really wonderful machine. You can check this thing out on the website. I'm sure we'll have a full page of details up on the build, and I'm sure look out for it on other Instagram profiles. Hayden's Instagram profile too. We'll put a link to his Instagram in the description as well. Thank you, Hayden, for choosing us to build this truck. Guys, thank you very much for watching.